Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As Sarah said, my name is Zahir Owens, rising senior at Mastery Charter Shoemaker Campus. I am 16 years old. I know it's pretty young for a senior. I'm interested in finance and business management, and today is my final presentation for the WesGold Fellows internship. Today, I'm going to be talking about my favorite experience at this internship, the lessons I've learned as a WesGold Fellow, my community idea to help better Philadelphia, and my conclusion to wrap everything up. So, my favorite experience, to be honest, was New York City. It wasn't reading Huckleberry Finn or meeting the speakers. I like New York City because, for one, it's a really big city. There's a lot to do. While at New York City, we met many great speakers like Tracy Reese, for instance. She is a female fashion designer. She has her own business called the Tracy Reese line. She has Plenty, the Tracy Reese line Black Label, and Flock. What I learned from Tracy Reese is that there's a lot of sides to fashion. I thought it just, you put a skirt or a shirt on and you go out and catwalk, to be honest. But I learned the finance side and how you have to market towards teens and adults. Like, from what I would like is different from what Mr. Maxwell would like in fashion. So they use social media to get in contact with like young people like this, like me, to expand the industry. We also went to Wall Street and met Mr. I forget his name, but we met him, and he is the president of Eatable. He has a large company who gives loans to smaller companies, and we learned that Wall Street is a very vicious place. It's very competitive, but I wouldn't like to live on Wall Street. It's too much going on for me personally. Lessons that we learned at WesGold Fellows. We learned financial literacy from Miss Jody. She taught us many things like credit score, credit card. This year is how, Miss Jody? We learned credit cards, debit cards, credit score, mortgage. And one of the many things that I learned, but I think was most important, was that start saving your money when you're younger. When you're older, if you're putting $5,000 in the bank over time, it won't accrue as quickly. But if you start at a younger age, you'll have more money left in your bank. We also learned that don't depend on your credit card. Don't keep swiping, and you're only the bank more and more money. I also learned presenting skills. In the beginning of my time as a WesGold Fellow, public speaking was not my thing. I was very nervous. I didn't like right now, all the eyes on me. I didn't like it, but right now, it's like an everyday thing for me. So I'm pretty calm right now. We also did Teach to the Core, which is a program ran by Mr. Tim. Can you stand up, Mr. Tim? I don't like you to stand. Although Tim is not the best basketball player in the room right now, he's a heck of a good teacher. We read, like I said before, the book called Huckleberry Finn. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tim. That book was very boring. But I'm glad you brought it to me, because a lot of people can't say, oh, they read Huckleberry Finn. That book has taught me a lot, like with Tom Sawyer and Huck. I want to thank you for pushing me, because I remember one day I had a migraine going on and I wasn't really contributing to class. And he actually took me out of class, gave me a muffin, and asked me what was wrong, which a lot of teachers really wouldn't do. They probably just send me to the dean, give me the merit for like mastery talk. So thank you, Mr. Tim. Community idea. My community idea is community beautification. As you go around Philadelphia, you may see a lot of litter and trash on the floor, it doesn't give like a good vibe. It's not really presentable. So my idea was get in touch with schools, so children who have like detention or summer school, they can do community service hours as going around Philadelphia and picking up trash, which will help their resume and build their skills. Also, we can get in touch with schools and police. With kids who do graffiti, we can get them involved in a mural arts program, so they can put their skills, I guess you would say, to good use to study defacing property and make it Philadelphia a better place overall. Conclusion. In conclusion, I want to thank Mr. Jim. I don't know where he's at, but there you are. I want to thank Jim for giving this opportunity to be a WesGold Fellow. Not many people can say, oh, I've learned how to put mortgage down in a house. I know credit scores. I know a lot about this or that. So I want to thank you personally for choosing me out of the 65 applicants. Only 14 were chosen. And I also want to thank my fellow WesGold Fellow members for letting me meet y'all. Kenya, Jordan, Deja, Thomas, Sumi. I want to thank y'all personally for making me your friends and well, making me your friends and making me feel welcome at home. Even Pedro, for making me feel welcome at home. Thank you overall.